Alrighty, we're going to go at the floor today. The floor is basically the next thing I have to do to put it up inside the car, to put it on the chassis. We pretty well got everything figured out. This little bar here is just lying here because of imitating the drive shaft. Doug's in the house today. Me and Doug have mowed grass this morning and done all that stuff this morning. We're on air. Jolene is on the camera and she looks good today. She's doing so good. So we are going to put the floor on. I don't know, there's a lot of different ways that I could do it. When I usually do it, there's generally no engine in it, no drive shaft in it, no nothing. So I'm going to work myself around that. If you can remember when we did the 40, I made the floor for the chassis. I made a skeleton of the chassis. I put all the floor panels on it, and then we put it inside the car. Well, on this one, I have the transmission in it. I know where everything is. On the 40, I had to cut the drive shaft tunnel out after, if you know what I'm trying to say. But now I have it all right in front of me. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm just got that in there to imitate the drive shaft. I'm going to throw a little tape around it. And then me and Doug will get to making something. Doug, if you just want to hold that in so it does not fall. I'm just going to see if I can get that. If it's going to work or not.
It's not going to work as a drive shaft, Chad. You're going to need something stronger.
Yeah, I'm just saying to imitate.
It'll get you home, right?
I just want to stay there, that's all, instead of falling on the ground and going bang.
Oh, good, man.
That's all I'm looking for. I'm using cheap tape, honey. Cheap tape.
No, it's not. You're using the best tape. Oh,
cheap tape, cheap tape, cheap tape. Alrighty, this is what I'm thinking. Like I was talking over with Doug. He said, well, why don't you just start somewhere? Well, that's basically what I got to do. I just got to start somewhere, and then we'll carry on from all the way back. But what I'm thinking is we're going to start right here at where the firewall meets the transmission, and I'm going to show you what's going on over here, just because you should know, because that's why we're doing the video, so you know what I'm doing. When the body was on the car and we took it off, there was a screw right through this hole right here. It went into the chassis, and there was a screw in this one, exact same side. Doug remembers taking them out, as he said, obviously, something or other. We have...
It wasn't out on by much.
3 5/8. Pretty, or 3 3/4. We have that far for the firewall. We have moved this engine back. I think I explained that to you too. We didn't show you because we did it in a thrash one day. We just cut it off and moved it back, and that was the end of it. And the reason being, we want the shocks put there, and I want the back of the motor closer to the firewall of the car, and that's what's going on right now. There's a hole right here where that was screwed on that chassis. There my finger is. And there's a hole exactly where the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that hole, I'm going to measure back. No, actually I'm not even going to measure back. 3.5. I'm going to use that hole for a guide point. What's going to happen is we're going to make a piece of square stock go over top of this transmission over to the other side, with the hope of when we bring the car down on the square stock's going to be in line with that firewall, and I'll be able to connect it to the firewall and then maybe add a piece to close it off. So when this goes from here, over to there, watch this here, that I'm hoping that square stock I can match up to that firewall. From there on in, we're going to carry back and make the floor. Let's get the firewall started first. I have a piece of cardboard here. I got this from what's that guy's name, Doug?
Milton Merritt.
Milton Merritt. Brought me a whole bunch of stuff. Muchly appreciated it was.
Good fellow he is.
Doug, you want to grab, just put a measurement on.
You're even in the middle of your hole?
Yeah.
So good.
Let me see. Am I clipped on or in the middle?
No, you're in the middle.
Clip me on. What's the better mark? Let me just clip it on. Let it go. Just clip it on.
This is from
That's better. I'll just do 30. That's good. Okay. I'm just going to do this. Just took a measurement. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find center of 30, or get 30 first. I said 30, didn't I?
Did you say 30?
Huh? No. That's why we don't use the measuring tape that much. 30 it is. 30 it is.
30 it is.
We're going to say 30. How high? I want to go across here. excellent. You want to level on that? Give me a better read, maybe. Got it?
Yeah.
16, I'm going to say. That was at the top of it, but I'm going to say 16 anyways, just for the extra little bit, I'm hoping. 16 high. 16 high. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find center of that is 50, 15, have 30. Center. At any point in time, if how wide is that in the center? I'll say look good.
Here?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that. I'm going to cut this piece of cardboard to fit over top of this and come down on this, and then come up and see, get it fit over top of the transmission, and then I can.
You can always shave it how you want it after you
get it. So I'm just going to get a ruler here for a second. We have metal being put on our place that we've been staining a little bit, and it's all gone sour on us. And I was thinking, you know, the poor cuts that were made probably could have been fixed by making a pattern first out of cardboard instead of cutting the metal. You really have to watch yourself on metal. It's easier to cut a piece of cardboard than it is metal. So I'm feeling that if they would have made a pattern out of cardboard first with a pair of scissors, it probably would have fit perfect. Yeah, I'm going to go whatever I said across the top. I'm going to do, I said 14 first. I've got, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 12. I'm going to try that first. What I'm trying to do is get like a thing going here. I can go this, I'm just getting a square box, big enough to go down from here over there. I need the square box first. Then I need the height of the transmission so I can get it up inside this. This is just going to give us the shape that we want our square stock. I mean, it's pretty hard to start cutting square stock and have nothing to go by, but we are on center, and I'm going to do a foot first. And what I'm going to do is, that's my pattern, 6 inches, 6 more inches, and then we'll go from there, there, and then we'll cut that out, and then we'll see if it fits down over top of that. Mm-hmm. Now, if I did it with my metal, what happens when you cut it wrong?
You wasted your piece of metal.
You gotta go get another piece of metal. When you bought siding, and you cut and you cut and you cut to make it fit, and it does not fit, it means you waste. You're going behind. And when you've already been paid, it makes it easy to quit, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to need pay for the rest of the week, guys, and then I'm going to quit today.
If you've already paid, it makes it easy to quit.
Are you a bit bitter about that, Chad?
Well, to be honest with you, yes. I am very upset. We were lied to and gotten one more time. And you try to protect yourself, and all you can do is have faith. You know, I mean, I can't control what somebody else does. Not even for a second. All I can control is what I do. And I think probably some of us know that could be true. Let's put this bad boy on there. Bad boy. Yeah. What I'm going to say? What am I going to say? Now we're talking.
Yeah,
now we're talking.
Now we're with my bolts here.
Can you go back? Can you go back your way there, Doug? Go back your way. Can you go back a little bit further? Go right to your hole.
This is my hole right here,
Yeah.
but this is back
Bring your corner to the hole. We measure from the hole. I want to go back to the hole. See that point?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want that right there. Keep right in the middle of the hole, please. It was nice holding hands with you. And that's what we have. That looks good. I'm happy with that. If you know what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not bad with that. Gives it nice room. All right. This is what I'm thinking. Now that we have this, your job, Doug, is to cut me. There's the first one. You can make the angle. You can always figure out the angle, like to put that together. If you know what I'm trying to tell you. Now that he has this, I'm going to use the inside of this. And the reason I'm going to use the inside of it, it looked like it could have been a little bit tighter. Looked like it could have been a little bit tighter. At the bottom, I'll be able to. So, if you're going to bring that together, Doug, you can cut me. You know, that's the bottom of it. Cut that one, and then we'll lay it in. We'll do it again, and then I'll figure out the cuts for you. If you want to cut that, get Doug cut up for that. I'm going to have Doug cutting. Why not? Please and thank you. Actually, once you got that cut, flop it over and cut another one off the same length. The other one straight. Got safety glass? Yep. So we'll let Doug do that. I'm thinking that's going to work out fine. That'll give us this cut. Just seeing if I can put that square stock underneath that. It's a little different for me to, still have to put the cross members in, but I usually put all the cross members in and have them go away crossed. And then cut them out after and put that in. We'll see what goes on. We a little long on that side. You got a poor measurement going on, have I? Could very well be. Let's do this. Oh, we got a little piece here somewhere. I thought I just had a little.
We did.
Where did I put that?
Excuse me.
Right there.
I'm on here too, pal.
Let's now we're gonna cut this one. Cut only. Like so. Cut that one like so. 2 marks there, Doug. You want to cut them? And then we'll slide this bad boy in there. Good cut, Dougie. Good cut. Kind of takes Takes a lot of it, to be honest with you. Just take a piece of cardboard and tracing what I'm doing. I'm just tracing the angles. I'm making my own angles. I don't know if that's a 45 or a 47 or a 48. Does
Whatever
not matter.
works
As long
for
as
you.
it comes together, and
That's right.
you know. Basically, if you're watching us build cars, I'm thinking that you're getting the quickest version how to build a car. Quickest way we can do it. If you want something that takes more time, you know, you get it up and you make sure that's a perfect 45. You make sure that, you know, whatever. You just go over it and over it and over it and probably overkill it to make it what you want. But basically, we're doing it as quick as we can, as fast as we can with what we have. And that's basically the end of it. We are not going over and above buying anything, having too many tools. And it's only a suggestion. Make your patterns out of cardboard first. You know, it's a suggestion. And the reason I say do it that way first is because if something goes astray, you're more welcome to, you know, fix it with cardboard. I mean, I don't know. How are we going to find the angle sitting over top of the frame when we got nothing? We're going to start welding and trying to find angles and all that stuff when we just got a piece of cardboard. Grab a piece of cardboard and do it that way. That way there, if you cut off too much, then you're able to glue some back on with some tape and fix it. If you cut the metal, you know what happens. Just a piece of advice. That's all. Take it if you like it. Throw it away if you don't. But it wouldn't be a good one to throw away, I wouldn't think. Doesn't matter. Carpentry work to doing anything. We're just going to stick this together. We're going to take it over here and see if we cannot get to fit.
Turn your gas on. Yeah. Gas on?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I just had my thing off, that's all. Good enough to try. Like Doug said, gotta start somewhere.
Let's start somewhere.
Dun 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 dun. It works. Where are you at, Doug?
Right on the outside of the middle of the hole. Middle.
Let me see. Can't see your thumb. Perfect.
Yeah.
Now, I'm thinking we're gonna put that on there. I'm gonna tack that a couple more times. I'm just gonna tack it a couple more times. And then we're going to, Doug passed me the level there. I don't even know if the frame is level inside the garage right now. And I don't really know if I care too much if that's level, because it's going to be on the far wall in behind the motor. It matters, but we might check it, Doug. I wish you never passed it to me.
I know. Look at when we built the Bugatti hauler. We didn't use the level that much there, did we? We eyeballed most of the stuff. It turned out good.
It does look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Doug were just reminiscing about building the Bugatti hauler, how long it took us, and how much work he had to do. What we're going to do is we're just going to tack.
Teasing me about bending
I think I'm just going to tack this on here for now, because I do not know, but I just pulled the welder up ahead. Doug's got a hold of it. I'm hoping. Now, all I'm going to do is look on both sides and see if we're about, Doug's basically where it should be. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. All I'm going to do is tack it, so we can cut it off. And tack it. I think I want it that way more. Ouch, that's hot up there. I just pulled it out, didn't I?
You're welding it.
Didn't I? Yeah. I want that about like that.
Lean forward a bit there, like that.
Is it forward a little bit?
Lean forward a bit. Quite a bit, actually. I stand back here and look at it. Oh, it's not that bad.
See what happens. Let's leave it there. Tacks on the frame and cut them off. Now we've got it exactly where it said it's going to fit. Now this is what I'm going to do. I was going to get ready to do a bunch of cutting. I'm going to give him a bunch of things to cut. I think for this now. I'd like to have, sorry about that, I'm not paying attention to my. It's okay, she said. It's okay. Not paying attention.
She'll let it slide this time.
Well, I wasn't realizing where it was before we started even. So, what I want to do, what I'm thinking is, I'd like to have this square stock laying on top of this. It would give it the most strength, it would. All right, I'm going to go here. Just made my quick mind up. Give me a piece 11 inches long, Doug. And we'll go with 2 of them. He's going to have his own tape measure. 11 inches long. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to gear up a zip cut myself.
You got him.
So I'm hoping this here. That's what I'm hoping. This piece here. Is going to come up underneath here somewhere. Connect onto that. That's what I'm hoping. Even if it has to be pushed either way. Now that I have this, this is what I see. Square stock. Right down to one of the last cross members. Square stock. Right down to one of the last cross members. You know how I'm going to put, you know how I'm going to fill that in. Me and Doug already did it. And but that's what I'm going to do there, as I see it. But I'm going to have to make it come in a little bit smaller and get as much room as I can, because this is the seating area. If you see the drive shaft's going to be right through the middle of the car. Jolene's little derriere will be about here somewhere. And this here is our B pillar, where your hinges on your door going up there, like it really are going to be like, you're going to be in there. It's a good thing she's small.
You said 11, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 of them. Give me one real quick and then you can go for the other one.
Yeah, watch it, Tina. I'm going to turn on this evil machine gear.
We got turned up a little bit. We'll get some done here. Take that from him. This is the A pillar. Let's go and take a look at the car. It won't hurt. See that one there? I'm thinking that one goes down on the second one up the frame. There's one over there. And I do not know it for sure. But we have a hole up front here. You can see where the hole is, the front one here. It's pretty close to the inside sill, so everybody got to be careful on that one, I think. Thank you, Doug. Now, I had to take a look here for a second, that's all. Now, have to be... I'm going to do this. I'm going to put it over top. Just going to cut that off a little bit on an angle. I should mark it. No, don't need to mark it.
I stole your marker.
That's bad. Spot a weld on that. Ouch! Damn it! Second time. going to spot it, so I can cut it off. If I have to. Not saying I'm going to want to, but if I have to. Just going to put a pair of vice grips on that. Watch yourself, sweetheart. Going to do the exact same thing to the other side. Right in the center of that hole. I'm going to clamp it there. So it stays there. And go over Doug's side. Probably have to knock a little bit off that one. Get another clamp. What I'm going to tell you is that you can do this any way you want to. There will be a couple little tricks as we go along that I feel like you should do, but basically is try to get a, you know, for you're building a floor for something, you want to get an outline of it. I like square stock, and I think I've said it before. I don't have to get into making some panels that take a bunch of time. The panels that I can make that don't take much time that look good are, you know, triangles and that sort of stuff. What I'm saying is, if I get in something and get complicated, trying to make something round over top of that and make it go this way and do that, you can spend the time doing it that way. You can, but what I like to do, this is what I like to do. I like to take what's going on here at the present moment with the square stock. I like to make it simple, like square panel, square, you know, floor panel, that sort of stuff would make it simpler. I'm thinking that, that's fine. That's fine. What I'm going to do is we're going to make a piece run along here. We're going to get the outside perimeter. That right there is one of the outside perimeters right there. There's another one right there. So let's get one coming back and get going as far as we can go, then climb up over the hill. Get a tape measure. So we're going, give me 45 would be great, Doug. Please and thank you. I'm looking at this for a second. I'm going to cut that back off. I'm out. I got this one. This is how it goes. Yeah, I got a little bit sticking out there. That's fine. That's exactly the way it is. Nope, not going to touch it. Sorry, never mind. What happened is I had one side I thought looked different than the other, and it does not, so I'm not going to touch it. If it looked different, I'd make the other side look like the other side. But this is what I'm going to do right now. Just cut that off, and I stayed within the edge of the body. I'll show you on this side. This is what I did on this side. So I got a bowl hole going down through. And what I did is I cut it off wherever it finished there, because I'm going to run it straight along. So I'm going to make my angle so it comes down right on where it. Perfect. Now let's go over this side and check out this side. See what we got going on. Now we've got I think we want as much as we can. Alright. I'm going to weld that on there. Sweet size is it. Tack it on there. Running it right to the edge of what's going on here. Oh, trying to knock the dry shaft off already. Just want that there for, could have left it till later, but I didn't. Should have looked and see if I had it good down here. That's where I want it. I want it on the outside of that. It looks like we got quite a bit. See that hole in the B-pillar? Little piece of MIG wire there? That's quite a ways from that B-pillar. So what I'm thinking is I've got quite a ways from that B-pillar. Like that's over here somewhere. We're going to take ours over here. Clamp it on. Just going to take a look in there. And then straight back. Alright, Doug. Pass me that clamp, please. Yeah, we'll go to the other side of that. Got that clamp there. We want to clamp it down because if it don't clamp it down, it'll take off on you. I've welded them up before. Yeah. They've all taken off on me. Anything I generally tell you is probably from experience. It's not because I don't know. I would never tell you anything I don't know. That'd be foolish of me. Unless I tried to repeat something, somebody repeated it to me and I repeated it wrong. If you know what I'm trying to say. Let's do this. We'll sand this off. I think this is what I was when we first started this car, I was going to put a floor in it and say that it was the most important thing that I feel building a derelict car or a hot rod or whatever is to be able to put a floor in it. And for me, it's easier to make the whole thing than to try to fix. And basically what I'm doing is I'm going to make the whole thing instead of trying to fix it. As you can see right now, as we're going, I'm finding the points that I want to go to. I'm finding the firewall. I found the first mount to bolt it on. Then I'm running it to the second mount that it bolts on. And then from there on in, it takes a little bit of common sense. We'll continue on. But this part right here is probably your, let's face it, building a derelict car or a hot rod, this would be your most important thing, to be able to put a floor in a car. So, I know that Gene Winfield made fiberglass Mercs. I know that because I was there before. Anyways, he would put a G-body frame and floor underneath of it. I always wanted to build a floor and give it to him that fits in on a new frame, and it would just go together a lot nicer. It would complement each other. If you were building a fiberglass car and you built a complete floor to stick it on, it's easier to mount and make it work, in my opinion. I am building a floor and I am forgetting about the mic. That one's right on the outside of that, isn't it? I took that right to the outside there. Mm-hmm. I did.
It is. So that one looks like it's poked out further.
Huh?
I was going to say it looks like it's poked out further.
Is it longer than the other one? That's the only way to poke out further.
It's the same.
Okay. Now, we are going up over the rear end, and we need to start somewhere else because I don't want to hang it off midair and try to find it. Let's bring one across. Let's do this. Take a measurement here. Thanks, Douglas. This seems like an easy spot right here to stick a piece of square stock. to get it to come up over top here to figure it out. So that's what we're going to do. Bum, 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 bum. Piece of square, piece of squares. No, I'm just going to do this. Sometimes it's easier just to grab a piece and see what it looks like instead of me just throwing a tape measure and not knowing exactly what's going on. Now, if Douglas will just keep that up in the corner like that, up in yours, yeah, something like that. You don't have to push it up in there, but as long as it fits right, I guess. I'm going to take a measurement. 18 is my measurement. I need a piece, 2 pieces. I want to check the second one. I need 2 pieces 18 long, Doug, if you will, please. We'll keep this. Take them out of this one, maybe. Or... Yep. 18. You can get an 18 out of that one. What I want to do is I want to get that piece coming up here, set it where the distance I want it, and then I'll figure out how wide I'm going to have it going across, and then we'll connect it so it'll stay there. So I'll get this piece just up in place. Maybe I should have a piece going across. I can figure that out right now, to be honest with you. I'm 3 3/4. That should be the same, I'm hoping. Now where is it? How did I measure that? What's in here? 2.5 to the outside. 2.5, bang, right on to the outside. So we're going to add 2.5. 2.5 is 5. So we're going to add 5 to this measurement. 5 to 40.5. What's that? 45.5. Doug, can you cut me a piece 45.5? That piece is bent too, so you see bent right down there, but this one's straight, I guess. Give me a 45.5. Right there, brother. 45.5.
44.5.
45.5.
45.
And a little bit longer.
Is that right?
Yep, cut on the line. It might be a little bit. We'll see. I can sand it also. So basically what's going to happen is we'll put that in there, we'll make that where it's going to go, and we'll bring that up to it. Hopefully. See what happens. See, I marked it 2.5. That would be the outside. I want it to the inside. I'll cut it again because I bring it to the... Ha. There's the measurement I want it. I want the measurement from inside here to there, and it's 42, not 45.5.
45.5.
Oh, I got it this time. So Doug, you can bear with me for a minute, and I'll cut one here, and just trying to find the best end. Get on there, tape measure, just a second. 42 is what I want. Just gonna grind off the edges for a second. Now, this one here, can't get that in there right now, but we're going up here with that, Doug. Just hold that for a sec. We got 2 of those. Where's your one? You made 1 for each side, did you, buddy? 1 for each side. They're both the same?
Nope, not yet.
What's
the measurement on that one again?
18, wasn't it?
18?
Was it
Still 18?
Well, I changed my mind a lot, I know, but I think it's still 18. Let's see what the measurement of this one is, and then I'll tell you. 18.
18.
Just a second now. I'm a little shy on that for some reason. I suppose get halfway, get halfway on it. That's right. That one's good. What's this one like? Oh, you haven't got it. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Doug. Cut her up. It's 18. It's going to be both the same on both sides. We're 10 and a quarter on this side, 9 3/4 on that side, so we're a little bit longer on this side. And what am I going to do? Am I going to cut that, or? Yeah, I got to make it the same. And we won't bring that right up in the. That's what we'll do. That's fine. That's fine.
It's fine.
$18. This is where I'm at. So I'm at like, this one's measured at 10 and a quarter. That one's measured at 9 3/4. And then again, there's another thing. I do not know if, you know, oh, I suppose they're in the same length. They haven't been cut apart, I don't think. I got to take a little off that one over there. I'll take a little off. Just to make it right, or the same. Make it the same. 9 3/4 on this one. Angled up. 18. Get on there like so. You want to hold that one up on that side, Doug? Let's put that there. I'm gonna do. I guess I'm gonna have to have another marker there. Do we?
Set this back yours.
I'm just gonna set that there. That's why I haven't got the marker. Where did I just mark that? Right there. Can't see it when I move it. Just trying to half it up on that one, so when I do the other half, then it covers the end of that pipe. You want to pass my welder to me, old buddy? Turn her on. Am I too long still? Too long. I chose to cut it off there, and the reason being is when I cut it off at 9 3/4, but I angled it out so I could go up this way, but that still made it longer, so I had to go further to make it, you know what I was trying to say there. I'm trying to make it fit right. There we go. I'm just going to tack this on here. And everything is tacked. Like if we start knocking it all together right quick like and that sort of stuff, like we'll get into an issue. So we'll just tack it so we can cut it apart at any time. And then we can also fix something at any time. We're going to turn this up straight if we can. I think it makes more sense to turn it up straight, doesn't it? Sort of. Maybe not. No, it's fine. Let's do it there. I'm just going to... No, I got that wrong. I was going to do half that. That's supposed to be on the outside of that, sorry. Got to cut that. I need, what they say, two and a, how many, nope, that's not how far it wants it there. Here's the back. This is 42. That's the inside. So I want a centered up. That'll give me the same amount on each side. You know what I mean? Give me the same amount there and the same amount there. That right? That same?
Yeah.
Hold it. Hold it.
Looks good to me.
We can push it back and forth, but there now we're talking. Just gonna connect that there. Connect it one more time, I think. Ouch! Right between the fingers. Got me. Got me. Let's put this piece on. I'm hoping that we're somewhere close. That looks good there. Awesome. Let's do it. Let's nail it. Good. Good. We need 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure if that kicks. I don't think I should have kicked it in that far, to be honest with you. Where it's kicked. This time I get back here, it's not gonna fly. Come back here and take a look, sweetheart. You know what I mean when I get
close
back.
though, isn't it?
But you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna fly when it gets to here. Like that piece coming straight through is not going to fly. So what I'm trying to say, I'm just standing back here and take a look at it. As I just tack that on, I got him to cut a 42. If you look at this piece, that's not gonna come back straight back and get in there if I put one across there. So what I need to do, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. This is what I'm going to do. 43. So it's going to be at least 43 wide for it to get back straight. And I want it back. I could almost take a measurement of this. Let's measure this stuff. Maybe I shouldn't, but just hold that there. That's 45, outside to outside. So let's do, that's 43. That gives us an inch. Gives us an inch on that side. It gives us an inch on that side, is what it does. So if I want that square stock on the outside of 45, 3/4 and 3/4, an inch and a half on 40, off of 45. Off of it. 43 will do. We'll do 43. We'll go across here, and that gives it, you know, gives us a 1/2 inch. I'm not sure what we're doing there. That can be pushed a 1/2 inch, no problem. So we need, instead of having the 42, we're going to go 40. Let's do 43 and a half, Doug.
Sure thing.
43 and a half. And let's do one. I don't know if I want to go down over top of that. I can see I can take it and go down over top of that instead of go down and over. Make it easier. So probably just go up. So 43, we need 1, 2, 3, 3. We'll actually need 4 because I'm going to replace this one with a 43 and get this out where it should be. So we'll make it go 43, and then we'll put our cross members in between the 43, and then we'll have close to our 45. 43.
Yeah.
43, Doug. Is that what I said? Sorry, Doug. 43 and a half.
All good, man.
43 and a half, buddy. 43 and a half.
I can make another one.
43 and a half.
43 and a half?
Yeah.
You just changed your mind again? 3rd time? Same measurement?
43 and a half.
There, I got you. 43 and a half.
See what happens, Doug. I need 3 of them.
Need 3 of them?
I do.
Good.
I'm going to make one myself. This is the one that's bent. Got to straighten it. Get a little hammer. Put it on. It's kind of full there right now, but we forgot to open a Frizine. Is that Frizine? Manitoba. We forgot to open that yesterday. We want to thank you for taking the time and posting that and giving that to us. We'll open it and read it. But I laid it there because of that. Nice little hammer.
You got that bent one?
There we go. Flatten this one off. Man, we're working with the same tape measure. I need for now. One there. We'll do one here. Now, that's enough room to get a bolt in there. All right. Had a shock bolt going in there. Did not know if we're going to have enough room. Put the shock bolt in there, but we do. We want none there. And we want to take that one off. This one can come off. I'm going to do this. Turn the welder on for me, Doug, please. Now, I want to see if we got the same distance on either side, and then I'm tacking these on, because I'm going to run the quarter. Bang on. Stack her on there. We'll tack it on where it's easy to get off. Just going to hold it in place while we why we deal with it. That's it. Just going to put it in there straight like that. Let's do this one. Beautiful. Right. I run along straight along the floor. Middle of 2 shocks. Good to me. Okay, now we're in place. Let's cut this one off, Doug, and we'll redo these again. Gotta cut this one off. Oh, kicked that drive shaft off, taped it up for no reason. Don't even need it yet.
So we can kick it off.
Fuck me in, old buddy.
Well, drum, man.
Three. The outside of it. Yeah. On the outside. Let's get this one in place, though. That's cut. I gotta cut that because it's messing that one up. Put this in this. I guess I maybe tacked it a couple places, did I? Why did I tack it down there now? Terrible spot tack it. Terrible spot tack it. All right, let's get this in place. I want to do the same distance. So I'll tack it in place. I gotta get over my... Inch and a half. Inch and a half. That's what I'm talking about. Pluck it on there. It's easy to get off. Had to think about it for a second. Didn't want to go in there. Nope, didn't want to go in there. There we go. It's good enough. Tack that back on. Tack that again. Just gonna tack that. Inch and a half. Inch and a half. Ah! Damn helmet on. Right there. Right there. That's good there. Let's do this. Inch and a half. Inch and a half. Right, Douglas. 8-inch. 8-inch piece. No, actually. Yes, give me an 8-inch piece, please. 2 of them. So basically, where are we at for time? 59. So if you can picture it, we have got the outside of the transmission obviously done. We run to A pillar, to B pillar, up over top of the chassis. Have to be careful with something like this. My next cross member will have to be able to hit somewhere on the floor part. We'll put cross members in, obviously, but I got a piece to put on here, to the outside of this one, to the outside of this one, and then we'll probably come down straight here, so that if you can picture it, panel, panel, and panel. And this will be the square stock that's running on the outside of the perimeter of the car. So when the car gets, we won't get too far ahead, but basically you see what's going on here, that how we're framing it up. We're just going to continue on and get that knocked out. And then when you come back tomorrow, we'll show you what we're going to do to the inside of it, because we have a transmission tunnel to deal with, and we have the cross members to deal with, and there's a couple more things that I want to go over you with. Thanks for coming back. We really appreciate it. Life is good. Have a great day, everybody.